Today we're making a tincture, and the idea of a tincture is, I just love saying the name, tincture, it's pretty cool. And the idea of a tincture is to extend or extract flavour of whatever you put into the solution, which is usually alcohol, 100 proof or something like that. I'm just using vodka. In my tincture I've got a cup of vodka and 2 vanilla beans, and the vanilla beans have been in there for 6 days. And you can see they've gone quite brown and starting to draw the vanilla out there. I'm doing a cacao nib tincture today. So these are just raw cacao nibs. They taste a little chocolatey, bittery chocolate. When they first come, they're still pretty edible. They've been going missing in this house for a long time. They're sort of crunchy, soft, like a walnut or a macadamian, crunchy, sort of moist. Really not that pleasant to eat now, but they obviously can be eaten. So this one is going into a beer that I'm making, not a stout or a porter. It's actually just going into a brown ale. So what I've got in here is 160 grams of cacao nibs, raw, untoasted cacao nibs. I'm not going to toast them. Apparently you can toast them and you get a little bit of a different flavour or more flavour. But for what I'm going for, I just want the straight cacao nib flavour. I do add vanilla to my tincture just because I think the whole process of making chocolate that gives it that more rounded, full, chocolatey flavour from it. Unless the vanilla bean becomes overpowering, and I don't think this will. It's going into 6 gallons of beer. So all you do is just pour your cacao nibs in without dropping them everywhere, which is going to be the trouble. And just make sure that the liquid covers the cacao nibs. You can do it in any container, it doesn't matter. You could have used this container, as long as when you pour the vodka or whatever alcohol you're going to use, it just covers the top of the cacao nibs that are in there. This one is a little bit above. So then you put the lid on, and this will sit, give it a shake every couple of days or every time you come past, even a couple of times a day, it doesn't really matter. And now this is going to sit for 6 days, and then go into the beer. And it should be pretty good, I hope. It's going to be a nice beer. If you follow my channel and subscribe to the channel, you'll see the update with the brew, the whole brew to review, or grain to glass, from the start of the brew to tasting it, and then the tasting notes, and hopefully it turns out okay. Anyway, so that's how you make your basic tincture, and that could be with anything. It could be with herbs as well. Obviously the vanilla essence is one of the main ones, and then the ones with cacao nib for home brewers like me. Okay, hope it was easy enough for you to remember. And then just one note, when you use the tincture, you use the liquid, you don't use what's in there. You would strain it through into where you needed to, or strain it into another bottle and cap that and use it whenever you need it. Or so I'm going to have a little bit extra. I've done double. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to halve this, and I'll put half into this beer, and then I'll save another one because I'm planning on doing an imperial, a stout with a similar sort of recipe. So I'm going to use the other half in that later on in the year, just before it gets to winter. Okay, hope you like. If you like, subscribe, thumbs up. See you next time. I just thought I'd include this just in case you had any questions about how I prepared the starter for the tincture. I just had 2 vanilla beans, and then I split them down the center. I didn't bother scraping the seeds out. I just cut them into like 4 portions per pod. There's the inside of the vanilla beans, you know, all gushy with all the seeds, but you know, it's all going in there. And then I just put that in there for the amount of days before I did the cacao nibs, and then I shook it every day. I think I've seen some recipes for vanilla bean tincture, and I think it was like 8 vanilla beans or 10 vanilla beans per 500 ml. And that was a good tincture for like a vanilla essence. And then if you wanted to do for the vanilla, for the scent, or for like a perfume, I think it was 8 vanilla beans to 50 ml of grain alcohol, or you know, vodka, 100% proof, something like that. So there you go. Hope that answers some questions.